What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Brutal Planet Comics. I'm your host, Trey the Brute Daniels. Oh, what a glorious day it is, because another episode of the Indie Corner where I sit down with everybody from the NPS community, writers, artists, directors, producers, doesn't matter if you're in the game, I want to talk to you. And we have a returning guest, one of my favorite people in the game. He is the creator of Avalon. Give it up, everybody, for Brandon Starocci.
Hello, how you doing?
What is going on, my friend? How have you been?
I have been great. Just working on a little thing called a Kickstarter campaign for issue 6. But other than that, everything's been great. I mean, even that's been great. You know, I said it in a backwards way. Everything's been great. Kickstarter's been great. But yeah, I have it going good right now. How about you?
Oh yeah. Well, we all know about the grind for the Kickstarter. So you're preaching to the choir up in here, and yeah, we know exactly what you mean. But that's so great, and I'm just glad you're able to make some time, because we already know how stressful these times can be. So let's get right to the meat and potatoes. Where is Avalon at right now? Because we've been talking for a couple years now. I was there for the beginning, and now I was there for the middle, and now we are at the season 1 finale.
Yeah.
So like we were saying behind the green screen, we getting old playing this thing.
Yeah, the aging is coming. It's all happening. Each issue that comes out, I think I've had like another wrinkle added to my face. But yeah, we're on issue 6 here with the season 1 finale. You know, we've come a long way in just life, and then also with the comics, season right now. These characters have come a long way. It's a very exciting issue 6 that we're coming up on, and it's awesome for us, to kind of fully wrap up a full season and kind of start working towards a trade paperback, and really very excited for season 2. A little over halfway done writing season 2, and we're just moving along and getting all the good stuff going.
That is tremendous. And so before we even get to everything you're doing with Avalon and the Kickstarter, we'll jump to that in a second. I am excited. I'm excited for you, because you're hitting that wall of trade paperback time, and that's when you're going to start pulling out your hair like me, which is why I got to keep these rags on to keep whatever hair I got left stacked on. So I'm really, really excited about that, and we'll talk about it a little bit later. I want to get into season 2 a little bit. But through this journey of these 6 issues, what has changed from the beginning to where we are now?
Oh, a lot. Literally, as you're looking at it, visually, the art has changed. I've grown so much as a writer over the years, just kind of going back and kind of reading our old issues to now. It just seems like the story, everything seems to be tighter in the story progression. Again, with the art, Demetrius seems to have found his style. When Demetrius and I, and really the team, we're getting together, we're all new to this. We're all kind of babies in this, baby faces and babies just to the industry and trying to figure it out. But now I feel like we're all starting to come into our own at this point and maturing with this kind of community and just the entertainment business and creativity kind of business itself. And we're really starting to kind of gain traction in that category, and very excited. We got some really cool stuff. If people read issues 1 through 5, you could tell that there's going to be a very exciting issue 6 here, and kind of answering a lot of questions we asked, and actually making more questions for season 2 as well. But yeah.
And that's exactly, it's always great to reward your longtime readers. And that's, and this is the culmination, as all stories are supposed to anyway, the culmination of at this point, look at you, old man, years of doing this now. So this is really good, and I'm really, really excited. So without further ado, let's jump right into the Kickstarter and see what's going on. Okie dokie. All right, looking at the Kickstarter in front of me, first of all, you've already smashed your goal, which is absolutely tremendous. I'm so happy and proud for you and your team. So that's good. That's really, really, really good. So since you've already smashed your goal, what kind of stretches are we looking at here?
We already checked 2 of them off the board here, which is amazing. For everybody who's back so far too, we're getting free stickers for everybody who got a physical pledge as well. That's just kind of standard now in the Kickstarter community, right? Yeah. And then so we just smashed another one here with the 50 backers, with Lori Calcaterra, Sam and Trey with Ray's Comics as well. They're and Avalon issue 1. Everybody's going to receive issue 1 PDF of their own zombie thing. We're calling it, obviously, the zombie bundle. So you're getting 3 different zombie stories and directions in one. So obviously, just for a quick thanks for everybody that has backed so far, we scratched that one off, and we're rolling up here on the free button pins for every physical backer as well. You know, I have this girl here that I know that, you know, in my hometown, she does an amazing job on the button pins. They come out very, very well. We kind of just put them out. We sell them on at our event tables. We don't really sell them online or anything, but this would be a time to just get them for free. You know, they look very cool. And then, you know, you're going to get, if we keep moving, keep the train moving, standard cover print for everybody, free back or the physical backers. And then the good one, the really good one, the $2,500 free gold A logo sticker. It'll have that gold foil look to it. Kind of matching the theme of this issue 6, since we're going to be doing the gold foil cover variant too. So quite a bit of things we're rolling up on.
Yeah, talk about going all in. Call me gold member. I love gold.
Yeah, I know.
So
everybody does.
That's awesome. And there's something you were mentioning earlier about how the art has progressed over the years. I've had the privilege of watching this journey over the last few years. And yeah, it is definitely what's the proper word? Evolved. Good God,
yeah.
English is hard.
Yeah.
It's evolved over the years, and seeing, it's like seeing something before my very eyes just go from a caterpillar to a chrysalis to a butterfly. So like it's really, really, really cool, and to see that all the hard work that you guys have been doing is being rewarded with such a good following, and to be smashing goals, it's tremendous. And to see that these stretches are looking pretty nice, and I'm really, really happy about that. That's for sure. And you had mentioned them, and I should have clicked on them because I'm not smart. There we go. So we've already hit the free sticker for the physical backs, and so the next one is going to be the pins at $1,750. Then $2,000 will have the cover print physical, $2,500 free gold stickers, and we got the 50 back. Everyone receive PDF bundle. That's it. That's cool. And I like these stretches. These stretches are really, really dope. I think this is really good. And I think the notion of bringing what I like to call the table perks to this Kickstarter, I think is a really, really nice idea. I did Big Lit Comic Con a few months ago, and it was such a great experience. And like I made custom bookmarks and all that other cool stuff, and like it was so much fun. Like for me, I did the demo discs for like the mixtape for the musical aspect. But you're bringing that here, and I think that's really, really cool. So who came up with that idea to bring the tabletop action to the Kickstarter?
I think it was just a collective effort. You know, it's just kind of stuff that, you know, I personally enjoy, you know, from other things that I invest in as well, you know, and again, just having them, I already have a lot of them too, and they look really cool. And I'm just like, okay, I'll just offer it here for people who are supporting us and sticking with us too. But again, like just having any of those little, you know, things that I don't really think about often myself, but like having them there and present, and like, okay, yeah, I'll add that to it. That's a kind of a cool thing. And they look, like I said, they look great. Demetrius, the artwork that we have on them as well, they look phenomenal. And it's just a kind of cool thing. And I know there's a lot of button pin collectors out there. People love their stickers and all that stuff too. So it's really just kind of throwing all that at people as well. So, and then obviously in the future, more is going to be coming, you know, and we're excited about that. The bookmarks, for whatever reason, people like them. I like them. I don't know why they're liked, but it's such a fun thing though. They can come out really nice, you know, but that stuff going to be coming out in the future.
Everybody loves a bookmark.
I don't know why either. There's no explanation. It's
for
just
all time. Me myself, I've been seduced by bookmarks my entire life. I'm like, oh yeah, but if you buy this, you'll get the bookmark. Bookmark?
Okay, man.
Yeah. Exactly.
No clue why, because again, I'm guilty here as well, and it makes no sense. But hey, why does it need to make sense?
Exactly. Cool. It don't need to, as long as it moves the needle. So that's fantastic. Right. I'm so glad that this is going so well. So this is the end of season 1, like you said, the offset. So season 2, I'm pretty sure it's already pinned to paper at this point. season 2. So how far are we taking the season 2? Are we doing another 6-issue run? Are we taking an 8-issue run like a psychopath like me? How is this gonna go?
So the first step here is obviously to get through this, which is great. We're doing a great job because everybody kind of putting in and helping us out as well. Next step here is remake actually of issue 1, and sorry, when I say remake, I mean more of a remaster.
Okay.
Demetrius is adamant about redoing the art for issue 1, and since his art style has evolved and he's kind of come into his own and all that, he wants to remaster issue 1. So that's the next step. So that's why you don't see a trade paperback with this very Kickstarter. The trade paperback will be with the remastered issue 1, and then after that, then we're talking, the season 2, and we're wrapping that season up, writing wise, dialogue wise, and this will be going on. That'll be a 6-issue thing to answer that question as well. So most of them are going to be 6-issue seasons,
Smart.
unless there's like a part 2 kind of feel like we need to elaborate a little bit more on a specific deal or a specific arc when we get there. But again, to answer this question as well, is this will be going on for as long as we have ideas. We have many arcs that we have, that we want to get out there first. And arcs just keep coming out of us, and by the time, and one thing I like to reassure everybody as well, and this is really for myself because I don't want this project to ever be bad, is Avalon will end when it feels right. We have many arcs ahead of us. We're not going to keep this story going because it's like, okay, we're just going to keep it going just because. Once there feels like there's going to be an end to it, we're going to wrap it up. But we got many arcs ahead of us, many years ahead of us, more wrinkles ahead of us.
And that's exactly the kind of answer I was expecting. And I think being consistent with your issue runs is a very smart thing. Don't be dumb like me, Brandon. For the love of God. Don't be dumb like me. I set the bar at 8 issues, and now I'm already in the midst of... I've just finished the first draft of the 3rd issue of the 2nd arc, and I can already see this is going to go longer than 8. I've screwed myself.
Do a two-parter.
I've screwed myself. And this is the thing, like, it's like to be able to, like, and this is the thing, I like discipline. I've got no shame. I like discipline. I like discipline because I'm so detail-oriented. I want everything to be in where it's supposed to be and blah, 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 blah. Yeah. But I end up hog-tying myself. So if I can somehow find a way to get this arc down to 8 issues, it'll be nothing short of a miracle, I tell you that. But it's that you guys have the discipline to actually keep a strict schedule, a strict pace for your productions. Admirable. It's admirable.
Yeah. It's definitely been a journey in that category too, because obviously our writing style has changed from 1 to 2. 1 was like, okay, we know what we want to do overall with the arc, but it was just kind of just writing from beginning to end. This time around with season 2, we've actually planned it. We've actually did what you feel like when you're looking this stuff up and trying to figure it out, that you would see, like, okay, beginning, middle, end, this is what's going to happen. These are the small arcs, this is the big arc, this is, what I mean? So we actually did that for season 2, which is awesome, and going into it as well as the writer, I feel a lot more confident in season 2 than just, kind of looking back at season 1. So anybody, I guess, who enjoyed season 1 so far, just, kind of buckle up for season 2 because we're real excited for it as well. And we're down. A lot more planning went into season 2, I guess. So, and more thought, and not that there's no thought in season 1, but it seemed a little bit more strategic. And all that stuff. It's you've grown as a writer, and as far as production goes, it's the same thing. Your growth is exactly, there is more in it. Period. It's just how the game goes. Exactly.
It was a good friend of mine, good writer that works for C3 Comics. Love this guy. He once told me, if you are still the same writer you were 10 years ago, you ain't doing it right. Yeah. So the fact that you just told on yourself on how you are actually growing straight up and down, and that's how you do it. Yeah. So that's great.
No, it's so great. Definitely. Yeah. It's nice to nice to hear that from you, and I've heard it from others too. It's definitely reassuring. It's definitely a cool thing, and again, having the team around me again is the real kind of driving force here too. And if I didn't have the team around me that I do, Avalon wouldn't be nowhere near this, great in my opinion. I think it's really because everybody around me making sure everything is supposed to be as good as it can be. Demetrius with his art style, bringing just a unique, amazing art style as well to this genre. It's just it's the pieces around Avalon too is really what makes this shine.
And that makes perfect sense to me. So Brandon, once again, I want to thank you so very much for coming on the show and all the great success that you and your team are having. So everybody, the Kickstarter is going to be in the description section below. Check that joint out immediately. Check it out. Check it out immediately.
Yes, yeah.
So outside of the Kickstarter, Brandon, where can folks find you? Where can they get their hands on you?
Yeah, we have a website, avaloncomic.com. If you find us there, you could find our Facebook, Instagram, and X account as well. Outside of that, we have a TikTok and a Threads account. But so just basically any social media platform you can think of, we're on there. Look for us, and then if you find one spot, you're going to be able to find us everywhere because we have our link tree tagged on to all of our social medias that allow us. But yeah, you'll be able to find us everywhere.
Perfection. So everybody, that there is Brandon Starocci. You have no idea how many times over the years I've got his last name wrong. And he's been fan-freaking-tastic. Definitely follow him on all his social media links. I'll leave that in the description section below. And who am I? I'm Dre the Brute. Follow me on my dope social media platforms as well. Put them right under my face. They're not there yet, but they will be at TheBrute00 on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, if I feel like being silly, on TikTok. And of course, what would be an indie comic show without a little self-promotion? Trouble the Rhythm Within is still available as well. The graphic novel will be in the link in the description section below. Definitely check that joint out as well. And thank you for all the people that has been checking out my book and seeing it in stores and sending me all the great feedback. So everybody, this has been fan-freaking-tastic. That is Brandon Starocci. This has been the Indie Corner. You all have been fan-freaking-tastic. I'll give it to you twice, and I'll catch you all next time.